guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Never Love Again.
I don't know if I know that one.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
It's track number 14 off of Music to Be Murdered By, which is the album we're going through now. I like this song. I don't know if I've ever played it for you. This is actually kind of annoying because we're going to break down the lyrics as we go along. And the first time I heard this song, I completely missed one of the meanings of it. It just
Interesting.
completely blew past me, but I'm
Okay.
kind of gonna ruin this experience for you. By the way, we do our videos, which sucks.
And before we move forward in our next video, we will have an update for why we've been so missing in action.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Not this video though. Sorry. But yeah, this video is sponsored by Carnivore Snacks, which is one of my favorite meat snacks ever. And it's only 2 ingredients. This is the ribeye flavor, so it's grass-fed beef ribeye and Redmond real salt. The meat is regeneratively raised and grass-fed. So it's all really, really, really great. And as you could see somewhere here, it says it's Joe Rogan's favorite snack.
Yeah,
It's also my favorite snack. He has really good taste in snacks, just letting you know. So if you have never tried it, I highly suggest trying it. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for 15% off your order, which is really great. And the link is in the description below. We are also sponsored by Chomps, which is my other favorite meat snack and my absolute favorite beef jerky. Definitely don't sleep on this one. It may look, I don't know. You may be like, oh, I'm not interested, but I promise you it is absolutely delicious. And the best one is right there, that gray one, which is the salt and pepper venison flavor. They're all absolutely delicious and super soft, moist, and amazing. And I highly recommend trying them if you haven't. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for 10% off your order and an additional 10% off subscriptions. And if you have tried Chomps and used our coupon code, let us know in the comments below how you liked it.
Yes.
And we are also sponsored by SeatGeek, which is a great website to get tickets for literally anything. Comedians, concerts, sporting events. I have Broadway.
Wrestling.
If you guys are into Broadway, I feel like a lot of you probably are not. I'm not either. Wrestling, that's a good one.
Fighting. I guess that's boxing and
Fighting,
MMA.
cage fighting.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
That's a
MMA.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can buy tickets for that too. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for $20 off your very first purchase, which is a really, really great savings. And the link is in the description below. Also, check out our Amazon storefront, which is in the description below. Like and subscribe, and follow us on all social media channels if you want to. And that is it from me.
Yes. All right. So, as I mentioned, this is track 14 off of Music to Be Murdered By. Side A, technically, although it was just called Music to Be Murdered By when it came out, and then he released Music to Be Murdered By Side B, so I guess it's Side A.
And also, random quick comment, the lighting is very off in here because we're currently dealing with all of the air quality issues from the Canada wildfires. Like, the sky's like literally orange, so just bear with us.
Yeah, we're in New York, and
Yeah.
they said today New York has the worst air quality in the whole world.
Yeah, we're not allowed outside.
I mean, I was outside because I have work, but yeah.
I didn't go outside.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so yes, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna
Our
listen.
dog won't even go outside.
Yeah,
Not that I want her to, but like usually she's begging at the door. She refuses to even go out for a pee.
Yeah, interesting.
Mhm.
So we're gonna do what we always do. We'll listen, we'll break it down, all that stuff. So here we go. Never Love Again.
I could be with anybody, I choose you. Still, it's no excuse to abuse you. But no one knows what I'm going through, so I use you. To be truthful, I wouldn't know what to do if I lose you. So I refuse to. Might have a screw loose and a fuse blew. But I think I might be building up a tolerance to you. Cause 1 minute I'm hollering screw you. Next I take it back. Guess you could say I'm trying to unscrew you. But the shit's about to pop off, yeah. I fill you up, then I got you totally open as soon as I take your top off. You're so hard to resist, you knock my socks off. My friends say you're bad for me, hogwash.
I'll never love again the way I loved you. Did you find someone new? Are you doing this with them? Cause I remember when you was mine, yeah.
were inseparable at one time, yeah. You know my love for you was undying, yeah. You used to always have my Some days it feels like
Okay, so real quick, is this also, so this is obviously about a girl, but is this also about alcohol?
Drugs, addiction. Yes.
Because he says unscrew you. So I was
So
like, okay, like that's like could be about a girl. Like I wish I never had sex with you, but also like I wish I never opened that bottle. I mean, it came to my mind really quickly because I'm an alcoholic and addict, and so is he. We've been sober. If you follow us, you already know that. But anyone who doesn't, we've been sober for about over 7 years now.
yeah.
Hmm.
So that's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, I'm going to ruin this for you because we like to point out the bars that we figure out, right? And there's scattered throughout the whole song are these little breadcrumbs that this is about drugs.
Little gay breadcrumbs.
Maybe exclusively about drugs. Like, this might not even be about a girl at all, but there's all these little lines and references that point to that being the fact.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're right. So, so drugs, alcohol, one in the same, maybe, you know what I mean? It's unclear. So he comes in. Oh, and I also want to say the quality of this was not great. The verse sound good, but the music in the chorus was just like not there in my headphones for some
You
reason.
know, it doesn't sound that
It kind
great.
of took away from it, which is kind of annoying because there's like a good melody with his singing that I couldn't really hear on this. All right.
We continue on.
Yes. So he starts off, I could be with anybody, I choose you. Still, it's no excuse to abuse you, but no one knows what I'm going through. So I used you. To be truthful, I wouldn't know what to do if I lose you.
So very clearly can be about a girl. Like he's with her because she's helping him get through his shit, but he's treating her like garbage because he's in a bad place. Or you can look at it as like alcohol or drugs. Like he's abusing the alcohol or drugs and he needs it and he doesn't know what he would do if he didn't have it.
Yes, this is going to be one of those videos where we're going to read every line and we're going to be like, this could mean this and this, even though we're reiterating it, but whatever, we're pointing out how the lines relate. So, yeah. So, the interesting thing is, like, he's saying, I could be with anybody, I choose you. Like, he's choosing, like, to do drugs. And then he's like, no excuse to abuse you, meaning, like, I should have some moderation, but,
Yeah.
like, I can't, I'm an addict. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
then no one knows what I'm going through, so I used you as an addict, like
Yeah, like a drug.
people don't understand. Well, but people don't understand, so I use
Oh
drugs. Do you know
yeah,
what I
of
mean? Like,
course.
so it's weird. Like, it sounds so the lines do take on slightly different meanings, whether it's a girl or the drug. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And to be truthful, don't know what if I do if I lose you. So
It's the
like,
same way
oh
for
my God, I
both.
can't stop doing these drugs. You know what I mean? Like that's how I manage. That's how I get by.
Yeah.
So then he continues, if I lose you, so I refuse to. Might have a screw loose and a fuse blew, but I think I might be building up a tolerance to you, because 1 minute I'm hollering screw you. So we'll break this part down here.
So the first part,
He refuses to lose.
self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's also got like a light bulb scheme.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then it goes into building up a tolerance. You know, you build up a tolerance to the drug you're taking, so you need more. He's building up a tolerance to being with her, so he needs her more.
Yeah,
And then he's like, I hate it, I love it, want it to stop, can't get enough of it. Like the love-hate relationship that is so common with a bad relationship and with drugs and alcohol.
for sure. So 1 minute I'm hollering screw you. Next I take it back. Guess you could say I'm trying to unscrew you. So that's a subtle line, but there's like three meanings there.
So he's saying, I hate you, and then take it back. He's like, I don't really hate you, but then screw you, and then he's like, take it back. Like, he doesn't want to screw you. Like, he's taking back the fact that he screwed you. Like, that you guys had sex. Like, he wants to be done with you. But then also, like, screw you, and then he's trying to unscrew you. Like, he's still trying to drink.
So yeah, he said like screw you in the sense like I'm done with you, and then I
Yeah.
take it back, and now I'm trying to
Like, I'm
unscrew
not
you.
done with you.
So yeah, I'm literally trying to unscrew the bottle. You
Then
know
it
what I
could
mean?
also be, like I said, like he wants to unscrew the girl, like
Yeah.
meaning he wants nothing to do with her now.
Well, he's saying like, next I take it back. Guess you could say I'm trying to unscrew you. You know what I mean? So he's like trying to get back
Well, if
with
you think
her
about it, if you're like, screw you, like he
because
wants
he's
to screw
because
you.
he screwed her.
And then
Yeah.
he's like, wait, no, 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 I take that back. I don't want to screw you.
Yeah. So
I want to unscrew you. I don't want to screw you.
again, like the first time I heard this, the drug thing, which is crazy, the drug thing just blew right past me because I was listening to the whole album. You know what I mean? So it was just track
Yeah,
after
I wasn't even
track.
really paying attention much to what you were saying before. I know you said there's a hidden
Mm.
meaning, but it was pretty glaring to me. Like I didn't really have to look for it, but I think that's just because I'm
No,
an alcoholic.
it's yeah, it's obvious, and we have the lyrics in front of you. The first time I heard this,
Yeah,
I'm listening
because
to the
you're reading
album
it.
front to
Yeah.
back, and I just did not pick up on it, which is crazy because it's littered with the references. Okay, so then he continues, but the shit's about to pop off. Yeah, I feel you up. Then I got you totally open. As soon as I take your top off, you're so hard to resist. You knock my socks off. My friends say you're bad for me. Hogwash.
So, okay. So the shit's about to pop off, which could mean like the top of a bottle.
Yep,
And then
double.
a girl who's about to have sex with her, he feels you up or fills you up.
Feel you
Fill
up,
you up.
I believe.
Like I guess like like when you like rip off like the papery part of like the like some fancy beers have that, like the papery part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So like
Hmm.
that's like feeling it up, like ripping that off, I guess. And he says, I got you open as I take your top off. So like you open the beer or the alcohol when you take the cap off, or you have her exposed as you take her shirt off. And you're hard to resist, you knock my socks off. Same for both, can't resist either one. They drive him crazy. And your friends say you're bad for him. That's self-explanatory.
Yeah, and then like you said, so I did check the lyrics. It does say "I feel you up." It is meant to be one of those homophone things where I fill you up,
Like with alcohol.
or pills,
Oh.
prescription fill up. You know what I mean? Again, so it's not clear exactly what substance he had in mind when he's talking about this,
So I
because
see what you
he
mean,
mentions the pills at the end of the song, which is why I think it's
oh,
pills,
okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know
but it
that.
could be, you know, alcohol.
Yeah, like to my brain, it's sounding more like an alcohol bottle, but I don't.
And pill bottles, the same shit, you know.
Yeah.
So then we get into the chorus, which is I'll never love again the way I loved you. Did you find someone new? Are you doing this with them? Because I remember when. So a girl, or this is his ode to addict drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna love as much as I loved getting high. And did you find someone new? Are you doing this with them? That's very funny to think about in the drug context.
Yeah.
And then, because I remember when. Still remember when you was mine? Yeah. We were inseparable at one time. Yeah. You know my love for you was undying. Yeah. You used to always have my back.
It's more self-explanatory.
Yeah,
Like
there's
you can easily
nothing.
see how it pertains to either.
We'll pick it up here.
Always have my Some days it feels like you're all that I have. That's why I'm trying to hold on to you for as long as I can. And you just want me for my money, so I got you wrapped all in saran. Damn, talk about eating out the palm of my hand. But if not for my financials, I wouldn't have you anyways. There have been ample, plenty days where I'm just in a daze and I can't pull myself about this rut, and you're so much of a handful. I can only take so much of you all at one time, because too much of you's just too much to swallow sometimes. Gotta take you in doses, but when you're not at my side, I shake in convulsions, separation anxiety, cause we may be the closest. Yeah, baby, we hopeless. Don't we make an atrocious combination? We know it's like playing with explosives. Quite dangerous though, but my brain's in hypnosis. Such a wide range of emotions, migraines, but why the fuck am I taking these motions? Ibuprofen's like a drop of rain in the ocean. You're my fix on the days when I'm broken, but the shit's about to go sideways, I just know it.
I'll never love again the way I loved you. Did you find someone new? Are you doing this with them? Cause I remember when, still remember when you was mine, yeah. We were inseparable at one time, yeah. You know my love for you was undying, yeah. You used to always have my
So I spiraled down.
So real quick before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
No, I forgot.
Hey,
Shit.
that always happens.
What was that thing right before that last part?
What do
Like,
you?
can you go to that page or whatever? Like that screen?
Uh,
Fuck.
This one?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to say, like, my drug of choice was also, like, opiates and things like that, and I will say that, like, they're marketed as pain-relieving drugs, and I swear, I still got headaches when I was on it, and still my back would hurt
They don't.
every freaking day.
They kind of.
Like,
They kind of just make you not care about pain. They
because
don't
I was
take it
still in
away.
pain, like, the only thing that really would relieve that pain were, like, the ibuprofens and things like that. That gets rid of the
So
pain.
that didn't work for me until I got clean. Me and you discussed that when you actually do get clean, like Motrin and Tylenol, like actually do work for those things. You know what I mean? It's so crazy.
Well, they work better than, like, Vicodin and things like that, and, like,
Yeah,
Roxy's.
for sure. So this second verse, it gets more clear that it's pills that he's talking about.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, if you didn't tell me, I would have changed my mind here.
Yeah. So he says, some days it feels like you're all that I have. That's why I'm trying to hold on to you for as long as I can. And you just want me for my money. So I got you wrapped all in saran. Damn, talk about eating out the palm of my hand. But if not for my financials, I wouldn't have you anyways, because there have been plenty days where I'm just in a daze and I can't pull myself about this rut, and you're so much of a handful.
Okay. So trying to hold on to you for as long as I can, meaning like he's trying to keep the girl for as long as he possibly can, even though like he's getting the vibe that she wants to leave, I guess. And then trying to hold on to the drugs for as long as he can. Like
Hmm.
he never wants to be without them.
Yes.
You just want him for his money. I mean, the drugs, the dealer for sure,
Mm.
the pharmacy, wherever you're getting your drugs from. Wrapped in saran wrap, that's a common way to
Drugs.
hold your drugs.
Yeah.
But then the girl,
So that's like, and so I got you wrapped up all in saran. So
like
like,
wrapped around my
so
finger.
because she wants his money, she's wrapped up
Um,
in him. You know what I mean? He's got her,
okay.
yeah, effectively wrapped around his finger. Same type of meaning
So
there.
yeah, so she wants his money, eating out of the palm of his hand. Like she'll do anything for him as long as he funds her stuff.
Yes. And then literally you eat pills out of the palm of your hand.
And then he's saying, if not for my financials, I wouldn't have you anyways. That works both ways. A drug habit is expensive.
Hmm.
um, and you know, girls are expensive.
Yes.
And plenty days where I'm in a daze and can't pull myself up at this rut, and you're so much of a handful. So the rut of like having like the dysfunctional relationship, or in the rut where he's just
Addict.
and yeah, dealing with the fact of being an addict, and you're so much of a handful, like a handful of pills
Yeah.
and a handful, we know what that means.
It's, it's very clever. Then he says, I can only take so much of you all at one time because too much of you is just too much to swallow sometimes. Got to take you in doses, but when you're not at my side, I shake in convulsions, separation anxiety. So,
So this is funny because it kind of contradicts prior statements saying that he can't be without the girl. So now he can't be without her, but then he also can't be with her too much.
which describes the addiction so perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This definitely works for pills too. This works for pills more, in my opinion.
So, yeah, literally, I can only take so much at one time. You'll
Yeah, you'll
overdose.
die.
Yeah. And then too
And then
much
it's a
to,
lot to swallow, like literally a lot to swallow.
yeah, exactly.
Doses,
Yep.
literally doses. And then when you're not at my side, he has convulsions because he's having a seizure
Withdrawing,
or
yeah.
withdrawing. Yeah. But withdrawing from opiates, you don't have seizures,
No.
but you will be feeling like you're gonna die.
Yeah. I believe he was taking like Klonopin
Yeah,
and
Xanax,
Ambien.
Klonopin, those will give you seizures.
Yeah. Then he continues, because we may be the closest. Yeah, baby, we hopeless. Don't we make an atrocious combination? We know it's like playing with explosives. Quite dangerous though, but my brain's in hypnosis.
So basically saying that they're a terrible pair, both ways, and it's dangerous both ways, but he can't stop.
And it's hopeless,
Yeah,
there's nothing they could do.
no.
And the brain's in hypnosis, so his disease of
Yeah.
addiction, it's got him, under its spell. Then he continues, such a wide range of emotions. migraines, but why the fuck am I taking these Motrins, ibuprofens, like a drop of rain in the ocean? And you're my fix on the days when I'm broken, but the shit's about to go sideways. I just know it.
So basically saying like when you're an addict, like he's saying usually those medications will not work for you. Like you said, although they're the only ones that actually worked for me, no
Yeah.
matter how many opiates I took, I still felt the pains that I would feel. And then regarding the girl, like she's everything to him. She's his medicine. So why would he bother with Motrin or ibuprofen when she can make it all better?
So
But shit's gonna go side. Like it's about to turn.
it's
Like
like foreshadowing,
yeah.
yeah. And then in the first line, such a wide range of emotions. So he's saying the love hate with the girl, but then also the drugs. You're up, you're down, you're
Oh
withdrawal, you're
yeah.
high. You know what I mean? You're all over the place. It literally turns you like bipolar.
Yeah.
And then the chorus, which we already heard, and we will finish up the song now.
Undine, yeah. You used to always have my so I spiral downwardly cause I'm too cowardly to leave you head is clouded in a fallacy. But in reality, somehow it seems like when I lay me down to sleep, I'm counting sheep, you're bound to creep. Cause every time I turn around, you keep running out on me. You're my Xanax and my Valium. I'm an addict, you're a downer. You're my habit, it's like I found you in the cabinet. But it's like I can't uncap it cause it's childproof, a scoundrel. And fiends, how I feel around you. Awful, every time I lost you, felt like I had you in my pocket. Now I'm flipping over the furniture, punching holes in the walls through everything that we've gone through. How many times you fucked me, but the way it felt for me to be on top when I was on you. Swore my fealty, but word to G.O.D. I thought you loved me, bitch, you try to kill me. I'm getting off you. Quit calling from me, hard fruits, how I respond to the Ambien and Tylenols too. Fuck all you. You fucking bitch.
I think
Is that part of this?
no, it's not. I'm trying to remember if there was any more sound. No, it's. I mean, the song's done. That was the last verse. But I
Okay.
was trying to think if there was any more music
Yeah, like if
outro.
it just had a long musical outro.
Well, if they cut out the outro, like that wasn't part of it.
No, that was weird.
Yeah. All right. So, third final verse, he comes in, he says, so I spiraled downwardly because I'm too cowardly to leave you. Head is clouded in a fallacy, but in reality, somehow it seems like when I lay me down to sleep, I'm counting sheep. You're bound to creep. Lyrics are wrong there. It says creep.
That makes sense because you're gonna creep.
Yeah.
Does it mean?
Because every time I turn around, you keep running out on me. You're my Xanax and my Valium. I'm an addict, you're a downer. You're my habit. It's like I found you in the cabinet, but it's like I can't uncap it because it's childproof.
So, okay, he's spiraling because he can't leave you, so he like can't stop doing the drugs either, can't leave the girl. His head's clouded in fallacy, meaning like he's like caught up in this
That
fake idea that this relationship's going to work out, or the bullshit idea that, he can be an addict and everything's going to be fine.
yeah.
Um and then he can't sleep, which happens with both,
And then that thought comes into his mind.
that you're going to leave him or cheat on him.
Or so that's interesting. That's where your mind went. I thought he was trying to not think about the drugs, and while he's laying down, the thought comes into his mind. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, that makes
I
more
mean, you could be
sense.
right. It's just that's where my mind went.
That makes more sense, I think.
Because I remember that feeling of like, I'm not gonna
Like
do
the
drugs.
next line, every time he turns around, you keep running out on me.
Yeah, so you might be right.
So like the girl's leaving him, maybe hanging
Oh,
out with another guy.
oh no, you're right. You're right because creep,
Yeah,
and
like
you're
leave him for someone
you're
else.
sneaking out, running
Yeah.
around on me because you're creeping around. Yeah, so you're right about that.
And then the drugs literally running out, like there is no more.
Yeah,
And then here is really where you should be like light bulb moment. Like his song's about pills and a relationship. Because he goes, you're my Xanax and my Valium. I'm an addict. You're a downer. So literally, he's talking about the pills.
yeah,
It's like Xanax and Valium. He's an addict and you're downers. Like literal meaning, like
yeah,
they are downers. And then for her, she's his addiction. He's an addict and she's a downer, meaning like he loves downers, or also she's just kind of like a downer,
yeah. So that's funny.
downer
The
personality.
downer has a double meaning too. Yeah,
And you're my habit. It's like I found you in the cabinet, but it's like I can't uncap it because it's childproof. So you're my habit, you're my addiction, just like the pills. You were it's like I found you in the cabinet. So, like, literally, he probably did find the pills in the cabinet, but also, like, you're a drug addiction for me as if I found you in my drug cabinet. But it's like he can't uncap it because it's childproof. Like, he can't get a hold of it. He can't get through to you.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell you how many times it's taken me like way too embarrassingly long to open a childproof like Tylenol or ibuprofen. I'm sitting there trying to like push it down and twist, and it's not doing anything.
It's funny. Yeah, you
I'm
really
like,
got to
maybe I'm
push.
a child.
Then he continues, a scoundrel and fiends, how I feel around you. Awful. Every time I lost you, felt like I had you in my pocket. Now I'm flipping over the furniture, punching holes in the walls. Through? Through? Maybe that is what he says. Everything that we've gone through, how many times you fucked me, but the way it felt for me to be on top when I was on you. All right, let's make sure that that line's right. Um, punching holes in the walls through everything that we've gone through. Why do I feel like that sounds weird when I'm reading this?
Punching holes in the walls through everything.
Like
It does
through
sound
the
weird.
wall. I'm just
Fiends, how I feel around you. Awful. Every time I lost you, felt like I had you in my pocket. Now I'm flipping over the furniture, punching holes in the walls through everything that we've gone through. How many times you fucked me, but the way it
oh, okay. So he does that. That's interesting. So yeah. All right, let's start at the beginning. So he feels like a scoundrel and a fiend, right? That's how he feels around her, but the drugs really, right? And
Yeah.
then every time I lost you, I feel bad. Felt like I had you in my pocket. So thought me and you were like, girl was, we were in a good relationship, but literally the pills. Now I'm flipping over the furniture and punching holes through the wall. So like
Okay.
he's looking for the pills, so he's flipping over furniture
Yes.
and punching holes in the wall out of like anger, but the same thing with the girl. But so yeah, he says punching holes in the wall through everything that we've gone through.
Okay, I get
Do you know
it.
what I mean? So it's like a double,
It's the
like,
way you say it.
well, the through is for the through the walls, but also through everything that we've gone through. It's interesting. And then how many times you fucked me up. But the way it felt for me to be on top when I was on you, I love that line. So it still sounds like a girl, right?
Yeah.
So for me to be on top when I was on you,
Like
so like
sex.
yes,
But
but
then
then
like on drugs and what it was like when he was like in his like prime.
yeah, when I was taking drugs, I was on top of the world. You know what I mean? That's a cool line there. Then he says, "Swore my fealty, but word to God,
God.
I thought you loved me, but you tried to kill me. I'm getting off you. Quit calling for me. Hard proofs how I respond to the Ambien and Tylenols too. Fuck all you."
So he swore his fealty, but word to God, he's like saying like he's no longer, you know, gonna like like he's no longer gonna be like a slave to you. He's no longer gonna be like a servant
So
of you.
he says word to God. So he's referencing an overdose too. So he's doing a play on word to God, right? But word to God. I thought you loved me, but you tried to kill me. So the
Okay.
overdose like tried to kill
Okay,
him. So he's
got
doing
it.
a little play there, which is cool. And then I'm
And
getting
yeah,
off you.
like off physically, but also like off the drugs.
Yeah. And then so quick call for me. Hard proofs how I respond to the Ambien Tylenols too. Hard proofs.
Like proof.
Hard proofs how I
Hard proof
respond to.
is how I respond
That's
to the
worded weird.
Ambien and Tylenol.
So like if you need hard proof of something, right? Like you need like to see actual documentation or witness something, right? But he's saying hard proofs how I respond to. Why is this confusing me? Quick colon from me, hard proofs how I respond to the Ambien and Tylenol too.
I guess the proof is that it fucked up his life.
Oh, I think you might be right. The hard proof how I respond to the Ambien and Tylenols too. So yeah, he got proof the hard way that Ambien and Tylenols fuck up his life. I think you're right. And then he just says,
It said fuck all of you.
"Fuck all of you." And then in the outro, he just says, "Fucking bitch, we're done." And I think you hear pills, if I'm not mistaken. But again, this version's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can hear the sound of him pouring the pills down the toilet.
Good.
Yes. All right.
Right.
So, Never Love Again.
It's really good. I like the double meaning with the addiction and the relationship. And it's really cool. I like that I was able to identify it early. It made me feel good.
Yeah. So it's cool. So he's done stuff similar to this before,
Yeah,
but
there's
it
a few.
it sounds different. Like the song, you know what I mean? Like it's a different sounding song. Even like the chorus where he's like kind of singing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it
I
too.
liked it.
It's really good. It was clever. The rhyming was really good. There was so many like the lines that they had the internal rhymes, but then he did
Yeah.
that for multiple lines, rhyming the same syllables, which was sick.
Yeah, I liked what he did here.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it's awesome for sure.
Yeah.
Very good.
So definitely check out Carnivore Snacks, Chomps, SeatGeek, Amazon storefront, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, see you.
Bye.
Bye.